Alright everyone, and welcome back. I'm Christina, aka That Variety Nerd, and today we're jumping back into some more WWE 2K20 MyCareer Universe Mode goodness. Last time we had a huge feud with Nia Jax. We beat the crap out of each other. Christina Jacobs had to relinquish the NXT Women's Championship due to fractured ribs, so she couldn't hold on to the title anymore. And so we defeated Nia Jax. Why am I not able to pronounce Nia Jax's name? Anyway, so after defeating Nia Jax at SummerSlam, what is next for Christina Jacobs? Well, as you can kind of guess from the screen and probably the title and other affiliated stuff here on this video, we are doing Mixed Match Challenge, but we're doing things a little bit differently. So if you remember in MyCareer, they kind of just were like treating it as a joke because of Brooklyn Von Braun, you know, that jerk turd sandwich, whatever her name was. I was not thrilled about that, and that was the one thing I was really looking forward to. So I decided, let's stretch this out until Survivor Series. That is right, folks. We have 5 teams from Raw, 5 teams from SmackDown, and 2 from NXT. So there's 2 separate things going on. So in total, there are 12 different teams competing in Mixed Match Challenge. There will be one, they're basically on both sides. They're going to be 1 match on Raw, 2 on Mixed Match Challenge. As you can see right here, we actually created the whole show and everything for, sorry everyone, still regrouping from illness, for the purposes of having Mixed Match Challenge. So essentially, we're going to be coming through, we're going to update the rankings, update the overalls, that sort of thing. The top 2 overall records on both sides will have matches at the pay-per-views. The next one is in 3 weeks at Hell in a Cell. And that means we get to shake things up a little bit, see who loses and goes down a peg or two, and who kind of stays at the top. And then we start going round robin, essentially, the 5 or so weeks before Survivor Series. So it's one big whole brand supremacy arc, and I figured it would be fun just to not have like one-on-one feuds or anything like that. And I realized the capabilities of WWE 2K20. You can't do mixed match rivalries or whatever, but I figured, you know what? Let's have fun with it, right? Who doesn't like a good mixed tag match? And who doesn't like hearing me coughing and yelling at my TV? So without further ado, I will list all the teams down in the description down below. There are 12 of them. And I will also give you updated overall rankings records as a week-by-week breakdown. All that good stuff. Whether that's in a visual, whether that's in the description, it'll be somewhere. So without further ado, let's dive into this. First of all, who's our tag partner? Who is stuck with us for this crazy journey for at least the next 2 months, unless if something crazy happens? And who will be the first opponent? We're going to find out in just a second, folks. And here we go. This is our first week of Mixed Match Challenge. There are 6 total weeks and 2 pay-per-views. But here we are, folks. It's going to be a great time. We got some great matches coming underway. So let's do this. Who will be Christina Jacobs' tag partner here in Wheeling, West Virginia? Let's go! Alright, folks, here we go. Mixed Match Challenge. And we will be revealing the tag teams also throughout this episode, keeping things fresh and interesting. So, without further ado, here is one of the first tag teams in this crazy challenge. First off,
the following contest is scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, from Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, Zelina Vega.
First off, we have Zelina Vega, and I bet y'all could probably figure out who her tag team partner is going to be for Mixed Match Challenge for at least the upcoming 6 weeks of competition. But nonetheless, after the 6 weeks, it goes to round robin in a traditional tournament, so it'll be narrowed down to 4 teams instead of 6 after the first 2 months of competition. So let's see what's going to happen right here in this first matchup. We'll find out who everybody's partners are in this episode. We'll get the ground foundation sort of stuff going on. The top 2 overall ranked record rankings overalls whatever you want to phrase it as, they will be going to the pay-per-views. So wins and losses do indeed matter here in Mixed Match Challenge. Again, whoever has the worst records by the end of this.
From Gomez, Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 215 pounds, Andrade!
The bottom 2 teams from each side. So only 4 out of 6 teams on each side, both Raw and Smackdown, that's combining with NXT and everything, will be going on for the round robin tournament. And again, we'll explain more about that as we go along. But Zelina Vega and Andrade, of course, Zelina Vega being the business associate of Andrade. So that is your first team here in Mixed Match Challenge. And again, we'll be going over all the teams in this episode, and we'll kind of go from there. So without further ado, we have none other than the former NXT Women's Champ, Christina Jacobs, on her way down for Mixed Match Challenge.
Cleveland, Ohio, Christina Jacobs.
And of course, good old Greg Hamilton cutting me in again. I'm only joking. We appreciate Greg Hamilton, we really do. But this is also a lot of first-time tag teams. Pretty much almost all of them are brand new Mixed Match Challenge tag teams, mixed tag teams, minus of course a couple, but here we go. Christina Jacobs, who is her partner going to be for the next 2 months. Oh, that was delightful. Guess things are already getting very intense. I love this game so much. Wait, what? Oh, crap. Oh boy. Yes. Her partner is none other than the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. Of course, Greg Hamilton cut me off now. Both partners have achieved success in NXT in some shape or form. Of course, McIntyre, a former NXT champion. Actually, interestingly enough, Andrade was the one to beat Drew McIntyre for that NXT championship back in 2017? 2017, that sounds right. So we're going to see what happens here. We're going to see how all this unfolds. I think Andrade and Zelina kind of figured out to just get out of McIntyre's way for right now. But once you see the rest of the teams, it makes logical sense. So here we go, folks. This is going to be quite an interesting tandem. Very short person, very tall person, high flyer versus just brute strength. That sort of thing. So here we go. Mixed Match Challenge is underway finally. Whew. So you might be wondering how we're going to break it down. We will be introducing all the teams throughout this video. Again, I'll have everything down in the description. Overall records, that sort of stuff. That way you all are updated and as informed as possible. Again, the best team from Raw and the best team from Smackdown will be going at it for brand supremacy at Survivor Series. So we're going to see how that pans out. Again, I'm still trying to figure out the nooks and crannies of how in the world that's going to work. But of course, riding a little bit of momentum from that huge SummerSlam victory. I almost said Survivor Series because my brain's in Survivor Series mode. First of all, can I just say how much I actually really like this Mixed Match Challenge arena? First and foremost, and a huge DDT. Zelina Vega's like not doing alright, fam. I say as she counters my move. Oh, and a huge Hurricane Rana from Vega. Jacob safely going outside the ring. And again, there must be a winner in every match, so if there's a count out, everything must be restarted. Oh, a huge DDT from Zelina Vega. Huge stomp from Vega as well. Again, the men must face the men, and the women must face the women. Oh, huge drop kick right there from Andrade. Okay, I guess, okay. Not sure what the point of that was. I'm pretty sure she almost just kicked him right there in the corner. But yeah, I figured it'd be fun because you know what? It would be quite interesting. And quite frankly, I don't know how much more sustainable one-on-ones would have been, and our women's tag team divisions are just not thriving. So there's that. So I figured mix match challenge would be fun. So yeah, there you go. Zelina Vega countering once again. Irish whip over the top rope. Huge punch onto the outside. Zelina Vega really starting to feel the momentum on her side as she goes outside the ring. And again, if my voice sounds really weird, or if I start choking or... Well, not choking, I take that back. If I start coughing like that, again, still recouping from an illness. Had a little bit of an update at the beginning of my last part. Oh, right into the steel step. She's not having it. Again, wins and losses matter, people. If you're in the bottom two by the time the Road to Survivor Series starts, you are out. And a little bit different to the traditional Road to Survivor Series, and I am here for it. Again, we want to keep things fresh, keep things a little bit interesting. A huge Hurricane Rana right there. Of course, Zelina and Andrade obviously have the experience factor over Jacobs and McIntyre, but I think this could be a very interesting tandem. Oh, huge punch from Andrade. Oh! And again, once you see the teams, it makes sense. I swear, some of it makes sense, some of it doesn't make sense, and I'm here for it. We will not be covering the Smackdown teams until we get closer to Survivor Series, so just as a full disclaimer, so we're stuck with these these tandems for the foreseeable future, but here's the thing, the road to Hell in a Cell was only 3 weeks, the road to Super Showdown is only 3 weeks, so we're going to have some nice nougaty episodes full of in-ring action, and I'm quite excited for it. Andrade with the counter. Oh! I thought Andrade was going to go right for her. Oh my god. I'm not even joking. I seriously thought that was going to happen. Jesus, take the wheel. Andrade, he's teetering. Oh god. Andrade rolling out of the ring, tagging into Jacob, Zelina Vega back in. Again, it's about trying to isolate your opponents. Of course, women must face the women, men must face the men, even though it is 2020 and that's still in there. But you know what? This is not meant to be a social commentary. I was like, you know what? Let's just wing it. We're going to wing this thing. The rest of the teams will actually be randomly simulated unless if there's some sort of a plot purpose to it. So in case you're wondering, that's how we're rolling here. Oh, right into the corner! And a counter. Okay, I guess Zelina got out right there. Oh! Andrade, oh my god, I can't pronounce anybody's names in this episode. That referee is like, I'm done. Zelina and Andrade taking advantage of these. Alright! Alright! I don't know what that was. But it's fine. Alright. Jacobs Irish whip into the corner. She's looking for it. I think she's looking for it. In contrasts and styles can indeed work. We'll see if it works here tonight. Jacobs going for the cover. And Zelina Vega kicks out. I think. Unless if Andrade got his nose into it, which is also fair. Oh, right into the crossface! Oh, okay, I don't know what just happened there. Apparently Andrade is distracting the referee, which sounds about right for that tandem. Oh, and a huge counter. another counter, a huge drop kick right there. What she's looking for here? She's looking for the cloverleaf. And Andrade, once again, getting his nose and everything. Alright, Drew, you're getting in here. You know how, like, in Mortal Kombat, there's, like, the fatalities or whatever? I feel like that's kind of Drew's purpose right now. just, like, finish him, please. Alright, what's Drew looking for here? He's looking for it. He is looking for it, people. Oh, and the Claymore! He's going for the pin. And Andrade somehow kicks out of the Claymore kick, which really is just called the Claymore. Oh, just tossing him right over the top rope right there. Oh, what a huge suplex right from the apron. This has been a very back and forth matchup here. Again, you'll see these really crazy tag teams that I just so happen to put together. McIntyre makes a tag to Jacobs. Zelina Vega is back in here. Andrade won't leave the ring. He's being a giant turd right now. Vega counters the suplex attempt from Jacobs. Andrade, he's still, you know, still going. What's Vega looking for here? Oh, what a huge neck breaker from the corner. The corner, not the corner. I don't know if that sounded like corner, or whatever. Oh, and a huge DDT. What's Vega looking for here? Oh! Oh, okay, I just saw buttons that just moved. I didn't know what I was supposed to do with that information. Oh, and a huge counter from Jacobs right there. Oh, and a huge German suplex. Andrade, he's still out. I mean, okay, do what you want to do, Andrade. Jacobs looking for the crossface, and she has it locked in. Will Zelina Vega tap out? We're going to find out here, folks. And Zelina Vega taps out. Jacobs and McIntyre picking up the huge win here in Mixed Match Challenge round 1 of, like, Lord knows how many. And here we go, folks. Some quick replays. Again, contrasts and styles can get interesting quite fast. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see how this unfolds. We're going to see who the upcoming tag teams are. I've kind of made it to a point where it's like we're not facing the same tag team over and over and over again, so don't worry about that. We keep things fresh over here on That Variety Nerd. We genuinely do.
Here are your winners, Christina, Jacobs, and Drew McIntyre.
All right, Greg Hamilton, you sound just as terrible as I do. Oh, God. But there you have it. Mixed Match Challenge Week 1 is completed. This might be an interesting formation here. We're going to see how this pans out throughout the rest of this episode and on to the next as we continue forward with Mixed Match Challenge journeys. Let's see what happens next week. Let's see what happens. Who are they taking on next week? Let's find out. But first of all, I want to give you a quick little recap and a sneak peek of 4 out of the 12 teams that are involved. Again, 6 teams belong with Raw, including 1 team from NXT. So, 6 over there, 6 on Smackdown/NXT. So, there's 2 total teams from NXT. One's going to be competing against Raw Superstars, the other one's competing against SmackDown Superstars. For example, right here, Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae representing NXT, Bayley and Sami Zayn representing SmackDown. So you kind of get that idea. So Gargano and LeRae will be competing against the SmackDown Superstars. We have Andrade and Zelina Vega, and of course we just saw Jacobs and McIntyre, of course, right there. The Miz and Sasha Banks Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin, one of our favorite tag teams from 2019, returning. Let's see who's going to win this matchup here. The Miz and Sasha Banks. Interesting. And then another team over, two more teams from Raw, Samoa Joe and Natalya, two submission experts, to say the least, alongside Nia Jax and Bobby Lashley. Now, I know you're thinking, why don't you do Lana and Lashley? Well, we keep things fresh and interesting on here, okay? Oh, alright. We get into tangents on here. It's fine. So let's see. Joe and Natalya or Jax and Lashley? And yeah, this is exactly how I'm going through all these matches. Nia Jax and Bobby Lashley proving their dominance here this week. And here we go, folks. We are back with more Mixed Match Challenge goodness here tonight here on, well, Mixed Match Challenge. So, oh God. Let's get the party started. We're going to reveal more of these Mixed Match Challenge teams for both sides of the aisle, Raw, SmackDown, etc. Here in Erie, Pennsylvania. I guess we're coming back to Erie again. Cool. Alright. I'm cool with that. Alright, folks. We're going to see who will be taking on McIntyre and Jacobs tonight. And look no further. Oh, God, that was bright. Then the second of two tag teams coming out of NXT, starting first with the inaugural NXT UK Women's Champion.
From Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. Thank you, Greg Hamilton. We appreciate you. Who will Rhea Ripley's partner be? Let's find out. Alright, folks, who's Rhea Ripley's partner going to be? We're going to find out in just a second. Oh my goodness!
And from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the NXT North American Champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne!
So full disclaimer, I did not know that Pete Dunne was actually the North American Champion in my save. But here we are. Here we are. Rhea Ripley and Pete Dunne. Of course, Pete Dunne, definitely his highest feat was his literally like historic run as NXT UK champion. And now we have some very interesting teams shaping up here with Mixed Match Challenge. Again, all the teams are going to be unveiled, however you pronounce it, by the end of this episode. And of course, I will list them down below in the description because that's how I roll. Rhea Ripley and Pete Dunne taking on Christina Jacobs and Drew McIntyre. Let's go! Oh, and a huge exploder suplex from Jacobs. And trying to get a little bit of separation. Okay, for some reason I got stuck there and I'm just so confused. Going up. Oh my god! The referee just like being used as a shield. Oh my god. Oh, and a huge suplex. And a huge headbutt from Ripley. Trying to go for some type of cutter. And another exploder suplex. No idea what that was, but here we are. Again, Jacobs is being smart. She's keeping her in the corner. Her own corner. Oh. Again, showing some of that agility for the team, which will definitely help when taking down Rhea Ripley for sure. Rhea Ripley, of course, huge strike right there, huge kick, definitely known for striking, kicking. And Ripley tags in Dunne, which means that McIntyre is now in the match and Jacobs is out. Again, men must face the men, women must face the women. I know it's 2020, but that's what the capabilities have right here. Again, this is kind of a bit of a dream match right here. I'm not even joking. I'm sure they've likely have crossed paths at some point. Again, I don't know everything about wrestling. Some folks claim they do, and it's like, no, you really don't. I never pretend to do. Just, I probably say stupid crap on this channel every now and then, like I'm saying right now, instead of having meaningful commentary. And the bruiserweight. Oh, God, I'm sorry, everybody. I do have cough drops. I just don't feel like pausing my game and getting up. I don't feel like pausing this match. I'm living for it. Oh, and a huge reversal from Pete Dunne. This has been pretty back and forth between these two. I also love how it's like, here are these fine folks from the UK, and then there's just like that person from Ohio. Like, Ohioans, we just say ope and corn all the time. I'm only joking. I'm really joking. We sometimes get 4 seasons in a day, so that's fun. And here we go, another huge counter from McIntyre, no pun intended. Actually, no, we'll have the pun intended. Oh, and a huge move, getting some separation from Pete Dunne. Again, frequent tags are likely going to help out, as McIntyre tags in Jacobs and Rhea Ripley coming back inside the ring. Huge scoop slam, trying to get the former inaugural, former NXT Women's Champion. Well, former NXT UK Women's Champion. There we go. Woo! Water! Water! Oh, and a huge power bomb right into a pinfall attempt. And Jacobs kicks out. Definitely showing signs of slowing down. Oh my god. And Ripley tags out, tagging in Dunne. McIntyre goes back inside the ring. Oh, God. The sheer strength of McIntyre. Got Pete Dunne. Oh, taking down Drew McIntyre. Pete Dunne is definitely one hard man to keep down. And a huge arm breaker onto McIntyre. Again, frequent tags going to help out quite a bit. And Pete Dunne successfully tags in Rhea Ripley. Huge DDT from Jacobs. Let's see what she's up to next. Giving everybody a taste of their own medicine. Clearly targeting those limbs right there. Slowing the pace down, which could go either way. Could be in her favor, could be in Rhea's favor. We don't know. But we're going to find out. Going to the middle rope. And a huge leg drop. Let's see if she can go for a cover. And a kick out at 1. And Ripley back under her feet. Oh, and a huge counter and a drop toe hold from Jacobs onto Ripley. Another huge exploder suplex. Ripley trying to, like, get into the corner, which is probably the wrong corner to be in. Oh, and she just tosses Jacobs right in the air with, like, no problem. And a 1 fall. Oh my goodness. Oh god. And a not even a 1 count. Holy crap. What does Jacobs have to do to put Rhea Ripley away? Well, folks, we're gonna find out. Tag made into McIntyre, and of course, Pete Dunne trying to stop the offense here. Oh, and a huge double suplex. Whew. They might be a new team, but they at least generally know how to work with each other. A huge headbutt right onto Pete Dunne right there. And a kick out at 2. It's been very even between Pete Dunne and Drew McIntyre in this match. Reversal. And the counters between these two are just so back and forth. Oh, God. And he just, like, shoved him like it was nothing. Oh, okay. Oh, another huge counter. They just started, like, reading each other's minds, essentially. Rhea Ripley trying to get into the match. Okay. Exhibit A of me just choking on air at this point. Oh, and a huge... These two are just, like, having their own match right here, and I'm really honestly here for it. Huge pile driver onto Pete Dunne. McIntyre going for the cover. And a 2 count. Pete Dunne not the type to stay down that easily. Not sure what the heck happened right there. I'm really not sure. Oh, and a huge move from Pete Dunne. Dunne trying to go for the tag, but there might be a bit of a miscommunication between Dunne and Ripley over there. This might be something that McIntyre and Jacobs need to capitalize on. I swear to God, if I keep pressing the same button, it's going to do something different. By that I mean I just was pressing the wrong button over and over again, which sounds about right. Oh God. What's McIntyre looking for here? The Future Shock DDT. Is this enough to put away? Oh, and a 2 count. Oh my goodness. The pin was broken up by Rhea Ripley here, folks. McIntyre looking for that corner. Or not. It's fine. What's he looking for here? He's looking for it. He's looking for it. Oh, what a claymore right onto Pete Dunne. Is this enough to put them away? And it is. Whew. That was definitely quite the back and forth matchup here, folks. It truly was. Oh my goodness, what a matchup. If we're getting these really interesting matchups right from the get-go, imagine what we're going to get a couple weeks from now for a pay-per-view.
Christina, Jacobs, and Drew McIntyre.
And a huge win for Jacobs and McIntyre, 2-0 now. We're going to see how the rest of the teams are shaping up to be for Mixed Match Challenge. Alright, folks, so as you can see here, we have more tag teams to reveal. I don't know, whatever you want to, however you want to phrase it. We have the return of Team Little Big, that is right, Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss. They have defeated Bayley and Sami Zayn. Of course, we just saw Rhea Ripley and Pete Dunne. Naomi and Ali are a tag team. They were in a losing effort against Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin. And we have Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Again, these tag teams are really shaping up to be quite interesting. We've got another round of Mixed Match Challenge action before the pay-per-view. Who's going to Hell in a Cell? Who are going to be our top 2 teams heading for that match? We'll find out. And here we are, folks. We are back at Raw this time around. This is our go-home show before Hell in a Cell. We're going to find out which 2 teams from Raw are going to have the highest overalls heading into Hell in a Cell. And again, if there is a tie, we will discuss that at a further time. Without further ado, we're going to kick things off with some mixed tag action here in Liverpool, England. And here we go, folks. Who will McIntyre and Jacobs take on this week here on Raw? Again, one match ends up on Raw, one match ends up on Smackdown. The other matches get thrown on a Mixed Match Challenge. Oh, snap! Ah, yes, Nia Jax, someone that Jacobs obviously knows very, very well. Nia Jax walking into the ring like, oh, she's got this. That confidence, swagger, also a matter of, I'm just gonna go beat the living crap out of this person for beating the living crap out of me. She's got that look in her eye. She needs to just get a few punches in on her. We'll see if that is the case. This could get interesting. And who will Nia Jax's partner be right here, folks? So get cozy, get settled in for this huge match to kick off Raw this week. And yes, you are looking at Bobby Lashley.
Springs, Colorado, weighing in at 273 pounds, the almighty Bobby Lashley.
And no, Lashley did not bring Lana in tow. So yeah, we got quite a bit of history going on in this match. Of course, Lashley, McIntyre, former running buddies with probably half the roster at some point. Definitely with Baron Corbin at some point. Something weird like that. Bobby Lashley and McIntyre, of course, former running buddies together. That was the whole thing! And so here we are. We are back with more Mixed Match Challenge insanity here on WWE 2K20, an equally crazy game. We're going to see which undefeated streak is going to be, or undefeated record. Well, yeah, I mean, they're both 2-0. Both won their first couple matches. We're going to see which streak will actually be intact, which this could make or break who goes to the pay-per-view to get it. If it ends up in a tie, we're going to sort that out accordingly. But for now, mixed tag action, Lashley and Jax taking on McIntyre and Jacobs. Get your popcorn, get your choice of beverage, get cozy. Let's go! I don't know what that was. Of course, contrasting styles right there. Jacobs trying to just kick the living crap out of Nia Jax. She's not holding back. Jesus Christ. Oh, God! What a huge takedown by Nia Jax. Oh, my God. Trying to make quick work out of Jacobs with that very arrogant pinfall attempt, and, you know, just, that's how Nia Jax is. She can't, those two do not like each other. We saw at SummerSlam, they beat the living crap out of each other. Huge counter from Jacobs onto Jax. I think this is a good time to just tag in Drew. Yeah, I think that's a good time to tag in Drew. Of course, these two have a huge history with each other before WWE, and of course, former running buddies with, I believe, Baron Corbin. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, good old Baron Corbin, who is also in Mixed Match Challenge, but on the SmackDown side, tagging with Lacey Evans. Counter by McIntyre onto Lashley. A huge toss again. One of these things is not like the other. Oh, and a huge clothesline. Oh, God. Okay, really need to stop making that noise because my throat is, like, still trying to regroup here. And Lashley with a huge elbow, huge... Okay, his arm got caught up there. Lashley looking for... Oh, my goodness. What a huge slam to the mat. McIntyre avoiding everything. Nia Jax just really wants to just beat the living crap out of Jacobs right here tonight. There's no other way around it. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh my God, what a huge counter from Jacobs just now. And somehow she had the strength to pull out a German suplex, pinfall attempt, not even a 1 count right there. Huge snapmare takedown, followed by a huge kick to the back. Jacobs just needs to keep Nia Jax down. That's all there is to it. And I think that's what she's trying to go for here. Trying to go after the limbs. Very smart strategy. Trying to keep her as much towards the ground as possible. That's kind of what she needs to do. That's kind of what she needs to do in this match. Because again, one of these things is not like the other. I'm just being honest, being real here. Okay, what's Jacobs looking for here? She's going for the cloverleaf. Can she get it locked in? And somehow she gets it locked in. Will Nia Jax make it out? And apparently, no. Bobby Lashley, good old Bob Lashley, ruins everything. Well, he broke up the pin, but you get my point. The referee is in everybody's way once again. What is Jacobs looking for here? What's she looking for? I think she's looking for that DDT that she does. Oh, God, what a huge move. And a cover. Oh, God, and the pinfall got broken up. There we go. Referee's, like, not dealing with counting out Drew, but, of course, Lashley gets his nose into everyone's business, tags himself in, because that just sounds about right. I'm sounding like I'm going off the deep end of my commentary. But that's generally because I'm having fun. Like, if you've watched any of my Twitch streams, like, if I start going tangents and going off the deep end a little bit with commentary, that generally means I'm having a good time. I think that's what matters. Oh, huge counter. Oh no, what's Lashley doing? Turning Drew around. Oh, and a huge shoulder thrust, and Drew reverses. Slash counters. However you want to phrase it. Huge back DDT right there. Okay, we're not sure what was going on there. Onto the apron. Not sure what was happening right there either. Tossing Lashley right into those ropes. Again, one of these things is not like the other in this matchup. Alright, what's he looking for here? Oh, and a huge gut buster. Lashley trying to roll himself out of the ring. Get a little bit of a reprieve. McIntyre staying right on him. Huge suplex right into the middle of the ring. And McIntyre tags in Jacobs. They're looking for some sort of a double team move going on right here. And a double super kick. And apparently Jacobs is trying to go for the cover. I think. Yes. And a 2 count. Nia Jax kicking out of that pinfall attempt right there after a huge super kick. Oh, God, and a huge backbreaker from Nia Jax onto Christina Jacobs right there. I have no idea where she's getting all this strength. All of, like, 5 feet 3 inches of her, and maybe all of 10 pounds. I'm only kidding. Seriously, though, in real life, I'm all of 5 feet tall on a good day, so you can imagine how fun it is being around very tall people. But I'm used to it. Seriously, I genuinely am used to it. And here we go. Irish whip. Oh, and a counter into the corner. Oh my God! You might want to get out of there, ma'am. Nia Jax, like, has no chill right now, so you might want to try to get out of there. Get out of that situation. Oh! Counter! And a drop toe hold from Jacobs onto Jax. Oh, and a huge back Hurricane Rana. Huge counter from Jax. Oh God, a huge elbow right there. What's Jacobs looking for here? Oh God, what a corkscrew neck breaker. Way too close to the corner though. And a 2 count. What's Jacobs looking for here? Oh, and a huge spear, followed by a... Oh, God, she took to the air and, well, crashed. Huge counter back inside the ring. Smart move, tagging right out. Oh, God. That referee needs to get out of my way, or I swear. I swears it. What's McIntyre looking for here? Oh my goodness. He's looking for it. He's looking for it. Lashley, you might want to duck. Oh, and the Claymore. McIntyre with a pinfall attempt. Nia Jax sneaking her way in, and Jacobs gets rid of Nia Jax barely. And what just happened to the corner of the screen? Folks, we have a 3-0 record on our hands here in Mixed Match Challenge. We'll see if anyone else can continue their undefeated streaks on either end. But again, very much a back and forth brawl between these two teams. We're going to see how the rest of these matches are going to unfold, and we will give you an update as to where everybody's at in terms of overalls. Oh, that again, the top 2 ranked teams will be going to the pay-per-view.
Christina, Jacobs, and Drew McIntyre.
So there you go. We're going to see how the other teams are going to do. We'll reveal the rest of the teams slowly but surely. So let's keep going. Alright, fine folks. So I think we figured out the situation going on here. So the rankings before the pay-per-view, we have 3 teams that have still yet to be beat, 2 on Raw, and only 1 on the Smackdown side. Smackdown, NXT side, Raw, NXT side, whatever you want to call it. So, Raw's was pretty easy to figure out. However, we had a tie for second place with 2 wins and 1 loss each. As you can see right here, Bayley and Sami Zayn will be taking on Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano in the opening match of Hell in a Cell. The winner of that match will take on Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss, who are the only undefeated team left over in that realm of Mixed Match Challenge. And of course, we will be getting the epic clash. One team must lose, to say the least. We will have Drew McIntyre and Christina Jacobs taking on Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. Huge matchups coming up underway. Let's get going here in My Career Universe mode here in Hell in a Cell. And here we go. We are here at Hell in a Cell. We will... oh god, sorry everyone. We will have our first big matchups with our Mixed Match Challenge teams coming up here tonight. Especially, one team must lose their undefeated streak so far here in San Antonio, Texas. So let's get this party started. Alright folks, here we go. I'm trying not to go nuts because it's 12:40 in the morning as I'm recording this. It's taken me a little bit of time to record this.
Introducing first, from Cleveland, Ohio, Christina Jacobs.
Again, breaking out the black and red for this occasion here at Hell in a Cell. It is not a Hell in a Cell match, but it is the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. So, should be quite interesting. We're going to see which one of these teams, which one of their streaks is going to end up breaking. Earlier tonight, we found out that Braun Strowman and Alexa Bliss, their winning streak came to a crashing end after Sami Zayn and Bayley ended up winning the first match and defeated Braun and Alexa after. So, it's gonna be, oh god, gonna be quite interesting to see how this all unfolds. As I am trying not to choke on air.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
But here we go. 2 teams. One team must lose. The other keeps their undefeated streak / record. And they will be the only team with an undefeated streak in Mixed Match Challenge. We're going to see what happens. This is going to be an explosive match. Again, both of these teams are vying for championships as we speak as well when they're not competing on Raw in their mixed tag action. So here we go. Go get your popcorn, go get your snacks. It's gonna be good. This is not a drill. We are going to have Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Christina Jacobs, and one huge matchup coming underway here at Hell in a Cell. One undefeated streak must come to an end. So there you have it.
Becky Lynch.
Again, Becky Lynch losing the Raw Women's Championship at SummerSlam to Ronda Rousey. We're going to see how this all unfolds. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see which team wants to keep their streak more. If there's going to be any shenanigans, we're going to find out what's going to happen here tonight. One of these teams has got to win. Oh god, I love this game. It just gets even more and more hilarious. Becky Lynch just like totally shoving right through Drew McIntyre like it's no one else's business. Fans are squarely right behind Becky Lynch, but will they be squarely behind Seth Rollins? Will Rollins and Lynch burn it down, or will McIntyre and Jacobs put out the flames? Yeah, no, let's not burn down the building, please. Like, we have personnel here. Just throwing that out there. But here we go. Big match here at Hell in a Cell. One of these teams, their unbeaten record will be tarnished. Winner of this match will be the only undefeated team in mixed match challenge across both sides of the brands.
Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins.
So without further, oh god. Again, my apologies. We're still recouping, we're still regrouping. That just rhymed. I have no shame in admitting that. But here we go, folks. Big match feel here tonight. This could have very easily have went with, you know, the main event spot here on the show, but that is not the case. Ronda Rousey actually shown up to defend her title. Brock Lesnar has not shown up to defend his title either in a little while, so we're going to see all this unfolds here with Lynch, Rollins, Jacobs, and McIntyre. Again, one team will remain with an unbeaten record here during Mixed Match Challenge here tonight. So let's get let's get this started. Where's that referee? I swear to God, I thought the referee was floating for a second, which sounds about on brand. The fans are squarely right behind Becky Lynch. First time that these two have locked up and gotten any sort of footing / time together in the ring. Of course, McIntyre and Rollins, bit of a history with each other. Oh no. Oh, and missing that moonsault right there. Huge uppercut from Lynch onto Jacobs. And a huge DDT. And Lynch, oh, she's got the right idea. She's like trying to keep a little bit of a distance. Huge springboard front drop kick, and of course, going for the tag to regroup a little bit. And Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, lots of history between them. I think Seth just tried to like run right into freaking everyone. That sounds right. Oh, and a huge pile driver. Frequent tags are going to be the best way to kind of... What? Where is Seth rolling out? Oh my god. Oh, and a huge move from Lynch. Lynch trying to get a hold of Jacobs as she's trying to get some space. Oh, and a huge neck breaker onto Lynch. Let's see what Jacobs got here. Head scissors followed by a huge elbow to the head. What she's got going on here. Huge bridging pin attempt right there. Maybe a 1 count, if I heard right. I don't know. Another huge neck breaker. Tagging into McIntyre. We're going to see what's going to happen. Oh, and catching right in the middle of that. Oh my goodness. We're off to a pretty dominant start here. Lynch trying to get back into the mix of things, to say the least. Again, frequent tags definitely going to help out both teams here. Huge Hurricane Rana. What's Lynch got on her sleeve? Huge kick. Jacobs is stuck in the corner. And a huge DDT. Tag into Rollins. McIntyre's in. Huge scoop slam. Huge reversal from Rollins. Big drop kick. See what's going to happen next. Rollins counters. Big Irish whip into the corner. Rollins trying to get McIntyre on that top rope. What's Rollins got in store here? Oh, and a huge back suplex. I think that hurt both of them. Rollins back on his feet once again. McIntyre with a huge counter. Oh my goodness. That is actually smart. If you take out the legs on a smaller opponent, that can reduce their speed. Oh, and Rollins gets out of that corner. Huge drop kick on McIntyre. What's Rollins going for here? Nothing, apparently, because McIntyre countered. Right there. And the tag is made. Lynch is in. Again, both teams fairly even at this point in this matchup. Lynch with a huge counter. What she got in store here? Oh! Oh, going for a pinfall attempt. Oh, and a huge counter from Lynch. Jacobs wisely rolling outside onto the apron. What's Lynch got in store? Oh, and a huge suplex right back inside the ring. Oh, and a huge counter. Trying to get back into this whole heap right here. Oh, and a huge move from Becky. Oh! Oh no! This armor, it's locked in! Oh, and Jacob somehow escapes. But is the damage too much? We'll find out. Oh, what a Uranagi from Lynch. Oh! And McIntyre breaking things up right there. Oh, and a huge counter. What a huge counter from Jacobs just now. What's Lynch got in store here? Oh, and the tag is made into Rollins. What's going on here? Might have a double team. Oh, and a huge double suplex. What's Rollins going to store here? Oh, and a huge kick right to the face. Oh my goodness. Oh, and McIntyre kicks out right before not even a 1 count just now. I don't know what Rollins had in store, but I don't know if I want to know what he had in store right there. Rollins counters. Huge running drop kick. What's Rollins trying to do here? What's Rollins trying to go for here? What's he doing? Oh, and a huge elbow drop right onto McIntyre. Not quite sure what Rollins has been trying to do for the last several minutes, but here we are. Oh, I don't know what just happened there, but that was cool. Rollins trying to look for something here. Oh, and McIntyre counters. Oh, and a huge boot right to the head. Getting the tag into Jacobs. And Becky Lynch trying to get the crowd on her side right here, folks. Oh, goodness. Becky Lynch getting the crowd all fired up here right now here at Hell in a Cell in San Antonio. St. Antonio, jeez, oh man. Why do I feel like that's likely a thing? Oh, and the pinfall is broken up. Jacobs wisely trying to get some space. Exploder suplex. Huge counter from Lynch. Becky Lynch, the, huge exploder suplex, the Bexploder, as it is commonly referred to as. Lynch getting a huge assist from Seth Rollins right there. Oh! Stomps to the feet right there from Seth Rollins. Alright, Lynch and Jacobs back inside the ring. And a huge counter from Jacobs. How will Lynch capitalize on this? We'll find out. Good lord. And this match is anybody's game at this point. Huge insecurity on to Lynch from Jacobs right here tonight. Here at Hell in a Cell. Becky Lynch, once again, lots of momentum on her side. She's getting the fan support that she desperately needs to get, that momentum from them. And Jacobs going back inside the ring. Huge DDT. Lynch counters. Another DDT from Lynch. Again, Lynch going for another suplex from that apron. About the same spot as earlier, too. Oh no! And the Bexploder suplex. Oh god, and Jacobs counters and gets out of that pinfall attempt. Oh my god, how much does she have left? Becky Lynch targeting that arm once again. Huge front drop kick. What does Becky Lynch have to do? She tags in Rollins. Rollins getting out of the way very quickly. Oh, and a huge chopping battle for a brief moment there between McIntyre and Rollins. Huge counter from Rollins right there. Not sure what was going on right there, but here we are. Huge counter from McIntyre. We'll see if this shifts the odds into their favor. Jacobs in, Rollins out. Lynch is in. Becky Lynch with a huge drop kick to kick things off. What's Becky Lynch going for? What's the next move for the man? And another suplex right in the middle of the ring. What's Becky going for here? What is Becky Lynch looking for here, folks? Oh, and the disarmer is back on her. And Jacobs taps out. She cannot take the pain anymore. Folks, Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins. Wow, what a matchup that was, folks. What? You saw it. It was a 5-star classic. It could have went either way, but Lynch and Rollins pulled out the huge win right there. What a match, folks.
Here are your winners, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins.
And folks, Seth and Becky are the only tag team left in this entire challenge with an undefeated record. And folks, thank you all so much for tuning in. I know this probably may or may not have been a longer episode. But either way, I hope you all have enjoyed this series so far. We will be continuing more with our Mixed Match Challenge journey in the next episode and into the near future. Get excited. We're going to get some popcorn. We're going to relax. We're going to hang out. We're going to see how this all unfolds. What is next for all these teams now that there's only one tag team left that has an undefeated record? And that is Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch. What is next for McIntyre and Jacobs? What's next for everybody? We'll find out next time here with WWE 2K20 MyCareer Universe mode. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff. Please hit that subscribe button. I try to upload as often as I can. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.